We closed off the last episode with we have to get the propeller now, photo etch A45, and that's it right there. Not much to it. Now when you get up close to it like this, it does sort of look a little bit like a boat propeller, doesn't it? I'm trying to get as close as I can. Okay. Now for this shot I might get in your way just a little bit. And the same in this shot. Might block the light. But it saves having to turn this thing around. There. Perfect. I've got a sewing needle here, and my thinking is that if I could put it on the end of that somehow, the hole in that for the shaft is so small that a needle won't even fit in it. Look at that. Maybe this sharpened toothpick might actually work better. Okay, now what I'm thinking is if I put about a 25-degree pitch on each one of those blades, it'll look a little bit more realistic. But am I maybe getting ridiculous here? You know what? I'm going to end up losing this thing. Where did it go now? Well, obviously I found it. I'm going to wait until our little boat is completely finished, in other words, painted and ready to mount on the ship. Then I'm going to put the propeller on, and I'm not going to paint the propeller. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that it already looks like a bronze propeller. And as far as twisting a bit of a pitch on the blades, well, maybe if I was to use something like a straight pin, it'll be a little less in diameter. Maybe the propeller can be threaded onto that, and in that way, when the propeller drops down to the head of the pin, it's not going to come off. Yeah, we'll see how it goes yet. I haven't given up yet on twisting a pitch. This particular motorized lifeboat went really well. The rudder and shaft assemblies, they almost fell into place. They just went together really well. And where the sprue had to come off of the peg on each one of those little spots, and on these ones there was only 2, not 3. It was real obvious where to nip, and when you nipped it off, the peg was perfectly round. Yeah, they went really well. And what I'm planning to do is I'm not going to glue the upper portion into the hull until after it's painted, because undoubtedly the hull is going to end up being painted a slightly different color than this part here. So anyway, however, this lifeboat here, that's just like a great big rowboat. That's all that is. There's no motor involved. Well, you'll see it when it's done. So I was going to get the propellers now for those boats that I just showed you. And according to the manual, it takes 3 D7s. Well, as it turns out, there's 4 D sprues, so if I wreck one, well, we're okay. But then I'm noticing, what's this? Number 8. And then I check a little further into my sprues. Turns out we've got at least 3 more motorized lifeboats to make, so I guess they're going to go on another section other than over the hangar, obviously. Well, we'll get to them eventually, I guess. Anyway, I need 3 D7s. And I'm going to do it the same way as I did the number 45. And there we are, 3 propellers. We got them. One of them went a lot better than the other, but generally speaking, they both went pretty good. Okay, we've got our lifeboats made. 1 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these, and 1 of these. Now, when I was doing this one here, I made a mistake. And I'll put the macro lens on and show you what it was. It's not a serious mistake, it's just a kind of an annoying little mistake. Well, here's what's wrong. I want you to look at the drawing. Don't look at the plastic model parts. Look at the drawing where it says K50. Look at the rudder there. And the rudder does not have this on it. Yeah, I kind of screwed up there. I thought that piece of sprue was part of the rudder, and that piece of sprue was actually supposed to be fastened up against the back of the transom. Consequently, the tiller of the rudder is a little bit too low. Now, at first glance, nobody's going to notice that, and if I hadn't have told you, you wouldn't have known it, even though you probably saw it. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a fly in the ointment, but it's not a serious fly, just a small fly. That finishes step 41. Now we start 42, the hangars. Now these 2 pieces, H44 and H68, we took them off quite a while ago. It had something to do with we needed to see where did they come in relation to something else on the main deck. Step 42 here, it only deals with H68. So this one here, when we turn the page, I believe we're working on that. Anyway, we need a bunch of stuff off the H sprue here. And a little bit of photo etch, more ladders. Anyway, H54, H46, H12. Let's try and find them. Okay, H12. Just a little piece. Now we need H46. And that's it right there. 46. And 68 we've already got. Now we need 54. Okay, here we go, 54. I don't think I can get these mixed up. Okay, now we need a bunch of stuff off of the J sprue. Oh, H, here was, well, now isn't that funny? They got 2 of these are on the J sprue and 1 of them's on the H sprue. So, well, we got the H sprue here, so we want H47. And 47 is, I'm not faking this, I really am looking. Okay, 46, 47. Okay, this is 47 right here. Guess I better get it into your field of view here. Sorry about that. Okay, 47. Don't want to clip anything off that I'm not supposed to though. Okay, and I think that might be it for the H sprue. No, I'm wrong. Here's some more H stuff over here. H57, 58. Okay, here we go. There's There's 57. $58. Okay. H, 64, 65, and 66. 64, 65, and 66. They all look identical, more or less. I wonder if I should be keeping them separate. They all look the same, though. Better check this out. If there's slight differences, I don't want to be gluing the wrong piece in the wrong place. Now, I think there might be subtle differences in these pieces, so I better keep them separate here, because these go underneath the hull of the boat. It's, yeah, part of the brackets here, 64, 65, 66. And as the hull, as you progress up from the bow to the stern of the hull, naturally the hull changes, so I can see by looking at it that the V is slightly different, so I better keep them separate. Okay, now here's what's happened. This morning I had to go out, so I didn't get to do quite as much on this as I would like to have. Believe me, I really do like doing it. Yeah, so when I say I like to have, I really mean it. Anyway, I think that's it for today, folks. So all being well, we'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for watching.